Hi guys, this is Drew, and okay, so my ankle is really busted, and so I have been driven into complete self-submission because the only thing that I can do now is lie on my bed and play video games, and I'm not a huge fan of video games to start with, so basically that just leaves me with nothing to do but lying on my fucking bed and have my stupid fucking cat annoy the fuck out of me while my parents consistently remind me of how bland their lives really are. Every single day is just the same. Every single day that they live their lives, they live it under the same fucking schedule. Just do the dishes and do the laundry and watch TV. Do the dishes, do laundry and watch TV. And once in a while go and see a family member. And that's it. Does nothing ever cross these human beings' mind? Do you never get the urge to go out into the city? Do you never get the urge to go to a party? Do you never get the urge to go to a comic book shop? Just try something fucking different. Do you never get the urge to go try just hookers and blow or something? Do you never get the urge to just try something ridiculous, something insane, something that would just make someone go, dude, what the fuck is your problem? You never get that urge. You never get the fucking urge to go out and do something crazy. You never get the urge to go out and do something weird and wacky and different and just fucking blah. And I'm reminded of this every single motherfucking day. Originally, I was planning on moving out of here because my parents refused to treat me like a human being. But now they are treating me like a human being, and I really, really appreciate it. But I'm considering moving out again just because of how being reminded every single day how boring their lives really are. You just sit in front of your TV and you watch the same stupid fucking shows every single motherfucking day. Once in a while, stopping to drop by a relative's house. And that's it. I mean, how brainwashed must you be? Do you honestly find any satisfaction out of this lifestyle? I mean, what have you done with your life? Have you done anything different? Have you done anything wacky and wild and just blag? Or is that it? Is that what you aspire to every single motherfucking day? You go to your boring ass job and you sit home and you watch your fucking TV with the same fucking show every single motherfucking time. I don't even know how to respond to my surroundings anymore. This being triggered by the fact that my parents don't want me using their computer because my computer is currently broken. Because the internet is sort of my life. It's sort of my connection. It's sort of like my modern day really good telephone. It's how I communicate with my friend. And it's how I like do stuff and watch videos on YouTube and do things and try to enlighten myself in some vague kind of way. Like, I remember every single motherfucking day while I was in high school. Drew, go out and learn stuff. Drew, go out and learn stuff. Drew, go out and learn stuff. Learn stuff at high school. Learn stuff at high school. Learn stuff in high school. But what do these people remember from high school? Nothing! And that's what our society settles for. Just sending kids to some stupid anti-educational facility and then passing it off as an educational facility. And in the meantime, watching your fucking television! How do you call that a life? That's just existence. That's not even a life. I consume, therefore I exist. I watch TV, therefore I exist. I watch DVDs and DVD and I play fucking video games every single motherfucking day. I don't create art. I don't play music. I don't go out to a fucking rave and be like, I watch my TV. And that's what they settle for. That is the level that 80% of Americans settle for. How? How can you possibly settle for a lifestyle this exasperatingly boring? I don't understand. And I don't buy it. It's shit. They're settling for this shit life. And my father especially, having been bullied as a youth, you'd think that he would learn something about society. About the way that it works, about the way that it manipulates, about the way that it gets into your head and rapes your skull every single motherfucking day. But he didn't learn that. He just found some primitive urge to hook onto that society. That society that was fucking skull fucking him every single motherfucking day. And that's the philosophy that they've developed. The philosophy that you just take it in the ass and you move on. You take it in the ass and you move on. I refuse. I refuse to settle for, oh, that's just how it is. No! No! That is wrong! That is incorrect! And you call yourself a man? Not that man even means anything. Oh, I have a dick! So therefore, I have some substantive actual responsibility to be a better human being than a woman! No! That, too, is incorrect! Don't let your gender define who you are! Your gender means nothing! It just means that you have a slight physical weakness, like a disease. Having a vagina is basically the physical equivalent of having a small disease. And when you look at that from a political standpoint, it actually makes sense. you are in our society? Don't think to yourself, oh, I have a vagina, so I have the inherent responsibility to go out and to shop, and I have the responsibility to stay home and to do nothing but work and have no fun. Not that the males have any fun either, they just go to their stupid fucking boring jobs. And that's what we settle for! I don't know how many times I've come back to that thing. I don't know how many times it's come to that motive, that thing. That's what we settle for. That's what we settle for. That's what we settle for. That's what we settle for in this society, man. We let fucking medial factors define the things that we do with our lives. And that's what you call culture. Get up, take a shit, go to bed. Get up, take a shit, go to bed. That's what they do. Oh, don't forget the day that they did hookers and blow. No! It's the same thing every single fucking day. I'm completely unable to tolerate it without acting like this for 5 days. And I'm 19 years old. They've survived 30 years of this. How? I don't understand. And this thing about organization, an item has some larger fundamental value because it's on the shelf instead of on the floor. Fuck that! And when they get soda, they shake their heads. And when they get diet soda, they shake their heads. As if to say, no, that's bad. Well, why the fuck is it bad? Because soda will help you gain weight, and who gives a fuck? I know that it's bad to weigh 5,000 pounds, but if I'm choosing to gain like maybe 20 more pounds, who gives a fuck? No one worth your time. There are over 100 billion people in this world. That is statistically accurate. There are over 100 billion people in this world. And there's probably more than that. I don't remember the exact statistic, but let's just say that there's 300 billion people in this world. Now, America comprises of, let's say, a quarter of those people. So we've got basically 100 billion people. Now divide that by 50. 2 billion people. By a rough psychological estimate, although it's not really psychological at all, but I'm just kind of ranting, so excuse me. There are 2 billion people in my state. Now getting back to my previous point. There are too many people in this world to give a fuck about. So who cares if someone sees you as a 220-pound human being and then thinks, oh, that guy can't watch his weight, so he's not worth my time. Fuck that person. There's no reason that you should sit around and think of a way to impress that person just because they've made some comparatively menial judgment of you. That is no reason to change who you are fundamentally. There's no reason to act different, and that's no reason to not fucking drink soda! Because soda tastes wonderful! It tastes like mountains and magic and earthquakes and hyper magic mountains. And why shouldn't I drink diet soda? Because I'll die! Who wants to live past 80? Who? Who would want to live to that age where all you do all day is just sit in your fucking wheelchair, reminisce about how you used to have a cock that worked, and essentially just be waiting for death? There's no reason to be living like that! And by being a chronic diet soda addict, how many years do you take off your life? What? 30 at most? I mean, sure, 50's a little young to die, but it's certainly not an empty life. It's certainly not a life that you can look back on with no recollection of anything fun that you've done.